Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about number system. Already we have studied in 8th standard what are the numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, all we have studied. What is natural number? Natural numbers is nothing but a counting number, and we can start it from 1, 2, 3, 4. It go infinite numbers. That is called natural numbers. This natural number in general we used to denote as the capital letter N. Next, whole number. Next one is whole number. Whole number is, it started from 0, 1, 2, 3, it go on like that. The whole number used to represent a W. Whole number started from 0, 1, 2, 3. Infinite numbers are there in whole number. In general, we use W to denote the whole numbers. Next one, integers. Next one, integers. Integers in generally we used to represent by Z. Why we are using integers? Integers is having both positive numbers as well as the negative numbers also. Integers are having both positive and negative numbers also. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are positive numbers. -1, -2, -3, infinite numbers are there. This is called as integers. This is called as integers. Then next, we are going to see about real numbers. What is real numbers? Both rational and irrational numbers are called as the real numbers. Both rational and irrational. Both rational and irrational numbers. Both rational and irrational numbers are called as the real numbers. What are the numbers come under rational number? What are the numbers come under rational number? First one, natural numbers. That is nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one, whole number. Third one, integers. Then next we know that fraction, that is in the form of P by Q, that is fraction numbers already you have studied. A number in the form of P by Q. These are the numbers are called as the rational number. But there is a condition for P by Q. If a number represent in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers, should be integers. P and Q should be integers and Q is not equal to 0. This is called as the rational number. These are the rational numbers. Natural or rational numbers. Whole numbers are rational numbers. Integers are rational numbers. A number can return in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q should not be equal to 0. These are the rational numbers. For natural number example 1, 2, 3 we already know. Whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3. Integers is nothing but both positive and negative numbers. For P by Q we can write 3 by 5 is a rational number. These also rational number. Let me see about irrational number. What is irrational number? A number cannot be written in the form of P by Q. A number cannot be written in the form of P by Q where P and Q are integers. Where P and Q are integers and q should not be equal to 0, and q should not be equal to 0. That is called as the irrational number. That is called as the irrational number. Just for example, root 2 is a irrational number, or you can say root 3 is a irrational number. Let us see detail what is rational number and what is irrational number. Rational number, irrational number. Irrational number, rational number, irrational. I am going to explain what are the rational number and what are irrational number. 1 is a rational number, 2 is a rational number, 0 is a rational number, minus 3 is a rational number. A number can return in the form of p by q. For example, 3 by 2. 3 is an integer, 2 is also an integer, and 2 is not equal to 0. Therefore, these are called as the rational number. These are called as the rational number. Here irrational number, root 2, root 3, root 4 we cannot take it as an irrational number because root 4 is equal to, 4 can be written in the form of 2 squared root. Now the square and root will be getting cancelled. It will be a 2. So 2 will come under rational number. A perfect square number cannot be a irrational number. For example, another number we can say root 9. Root 9 is a perfect square, 3 square. So it will become a 3. Similarly, root 25 is a perfect square. These are the numbers will become a real number. A perfect square number will be a rational number. So, root 4 will not come, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 9 will not come. We can write root 10. These are the numbers of irrational numbers. Let us see one example. Every whole number is a natural number. Every whole number is a natural number. This is a question. This is a statement they have given. We have to state whether it is true or false. They have given every whole number is a natural number. We know number system. First one is natural number, which is having 1, 2, 3. If we include 0, that is called as the whole number. They have told every whole number is a natural number, but 0 is not in natural number. So the statement is false. Why? Because what is the reason? 0 is not in natural number. The number 0 is not in natural number. The next question. Every integer, second question. Every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. We have to state whether true or false, whether the statement is true or false. We know that in the number system, let me think about this diagram. Natural number which contains 1, 2, 3. Then next we have whole number that is contains 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 included whole number. This whole number. Then next we have integer. That is Z. So 0 is there, positive numbers are there. So negative numbers minus 3, all three will be together. See here, every integer is a rational number. What is the condition for rational number? If a number can return in the form of P by Q. If a number can return in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q should not be equal to 0. So we can say minus 2 can be written in the form of minus 2 by 1, which is in the form of P by Q, where 1 is not equal to 0. So the statement is true. The statement is true because P by Q, if a rational number can be written in the form of P by Q. For example, if I take an minus 2 is an integer, 1 is also an integer, minus 2 by 1 is equal to where 1 is equal to minus 2 by 1 is a rational number where 1 is not equal to 0. Let me move to the exercise sum. Exercise 1.1. Exercise 1.1. First sum is 0 a rational number? Is 0 a rational number? We have to state whether it is true or false. We have to say whether it is true or false. Can we say 0 is a rational number? The rational number contains, we know, rational number contains both natural number, whole numbers, integers and fraction number which is in the form of P by Q. 0 is in whole numbers. So whole number is come under rational number. Therefore the answer is true. The answer is true because 0 is a rational. 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number. Or you can say a number in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. We know that 5 by 0 by 5, where 5 is not equal to 0, that is equal to 0. So 0 is a rational number. Second sum, find 6 rational numbers find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Between 3 and 4. See here they have given 3 and 4. Both are integers. 3 and 4 both are integers. If both are integers, then we can go by this method. What is 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. What I am going to do? 3, the number can be multiplied by 7 and divided by 7. When a number multiplied and divided by the same number, you will get the same number, because 7 and 7 will be getting cancelled. The answer is 1. So 3 into 1 is equal to 3. So the number 3 can be written 3 into 7 by 7. 7 3s are what? 21 by 7. Next I am going to take 4. What is 4? How I can write? 4 can be written 4 into 7 by 7. That is equal to 7 4s are 28 divided by 7. Now both the number 3 has written in the form of 21 by 7. 4 has written in the form of 28 by 7. Between these two numbers, we have to find out six rational numbers. First, we have to check whether both the numerators are same. Here, both the numerators are same. Here also 7, here also 7. So, what we can write? After 21, we have 22. 22 by 7, comma, 23 by 7, comma, 24 by 7, comma, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. So now we got 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Now we got 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Next, third question, find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. See here, they have given a rational number 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. So, if they given like this rational numbers, first we have to check the denominator. How the denominators are? In both the numbers we have the same denominator. So, what is the easiest way to get 5 rational numbers? 3 by 5 into both numerator and denominator can be multiplied by 10. See, 3 by 5 can be written in the form of 3 by 5 into 10 by 10. Both 10 will be getting cancelled. The 1. So, 3 by 5 into 1 is equal to 3 by 5. So, what you will get now? 3 into 10 is equal to 30. 5 into 10 is equal to 50. The next, what is the next number? 4 by 5. The 4 by 5 can be written in the form of 4 by 5. Both the numerator and denominator can be multiplied by the same number, that is 10 by 10, that is equal to 40 by 50. That is 40 by 50. Now, both the denominators are equal only. Can we write 5 rational numbers in between that? What are the rational numbers? After 30, we have 31 by 50, 32 by 50, 33 by 50, 34 by 50, 35 by 50 and 36 by 50. We can write so many numbers like this. Next, fourth question. State true or false. First question. Every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. Is it true or false? State true or false. Every natural number is a whole number. See here, we know natural number is what and another whole number is what. So in natural number we have 1, 2, 3, whole number 0, 1, 2, 3. So what are the natural numbers here? Is it was inside the whole numbers. It was inside the whole number. The statement is true because natural numbers are in whole numbers. Are in whole numbers. Are in whole numbers. Natural numbers are in whole numbers. Next one, every integer is a whole number. Every integer is a whole number. See here whether you have to state true or false, whether it is true or false. We know that first thing, the inner circle is natural number, another one is whole number, another one is integers. Every integers is negative numbers all will come. Every integer is a whole number. Can you say? No, we cannot say like that. This is false statement. This is false statement. Every integers are not in the whole numbers because -1, -2, -3 and all not a whole numbers. That means the negative numbers are not in whole numbers. Are not in whole numbers. Next, let me see about irrational numbers. Let me see about irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Let me see detail about the irrational numbers. What is irrational number? A number cannot be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0 is called as a irrational number. We already have studied a number cannot be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. Should be integers and q is not equal to 0, where q is not equal to 0. This is the condition for an irrational number. We have studied already root 2, root 3, root perfect square will not be a irrational. So root 4 will not come, 5 will come. Like this we can write all root numbers, we can say it as a irrational number. There is another condition is there. If a number in the form of p by q, when it terminate or not terminate, we are going to check. For example, if a number 0.12, this number has terminate. This number has terminate. This number is terminate. End. 0.03333, it go on like this. There is no n. This number is called non-terminating. 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 And repeating. And repeating. This number is 0333333, keep on going. The same number is repeating again and again. This is called as non-terminating and repeating numbers. Non-terminating and repeating numbers. The next set we can say 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The same number is keep on repeating. Here 2 digits are repeating. Here 2 digits are repeating. 1, 2, it keep on. This is also a non-terminating and repeating. The next, these kind of number, you can say it as a rational number. These are called as the rational number. These are called as the rational numbers. A number terminates and non-terminating and repeating numbers are called as the rational number. Once again I will say, a number terminates and non-terminating and repeating numbers are called as the rational number. This number can be expressed as 0.03 bar. The repeating number can be expressed like this. Let me see how to write the irrational numbers. See here, there is a number 0.01, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, it go on like this. See, this number is non-terminating. Non-terminating and non-repeating. Non-terminating and non-repeating. See, there is no any common block. Here 0, 1, then third digit 0, again 1, 1, 0, 3 ones are coming. There is no repetition of numbers. Same kind of numbers are not repeating. Randomly it will come as it is. So it is called as the non-terminating, non-recurring number. These numbers are called as irrational numbers. These are called irrational numbers. 0.41041042301243 it keep on go like this. See, there is no any order. There is no any order in the numbers. The same number is not repeating. So these are the numbers called as the irrational numbers. A number which is non-terminating and non-repeating. Non-terminating or non-repeating. Instead of repeating, we can use recurring. Non-terminating and non-recurring numbers are called as the irrational numbers. Let me see how to locate root 2 on the number line. On the number line. Let me see how to represent root 2 on the number line. Root 2 is an irrational number, we know that. First draw a number line 0, 1, 2, 3, it go on like this. This side -1, -2, it go on like this. How to represent root 2 in the number line? See here, from 0 to 1 is 1 unit. 0 to 1 is a 1 unit. From the place 1, take a vertical line. Draw a vertical line which is having 90 degree here. Draw a vertical line which is having 1 unit. Which is having 1 unit. Both 0 to 1 also 1 unit in x-axis also. In y-axis also the height, the axis is having 1 unit only. Join these two points. This point is called as A. This point is called A. Here it makes 90 degree because it is a vertical line. So it will make 90 degree. By Pythagoras theorem we know Square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. By Pythagoras, we know OA square, this is OA square is equal to, this is base, this is height. So what is base? Base is 1 the whole square plus what is height? Height is also a 1 the whole square. Here 1 squared is 1 plus 1 squared is 1, that is totally we will get 2. That is called OA square. What is OA? It will be become a root. If you take the square root both the sides, here it will be root 2, here OA. Now OA is equal to root 2. What is the length of this? Root 2 is the OA length. Now take your compass. Take OA as a radius, OA as a radius, O as the center, OA as a radius, draw a dotted line on the number line. Same measurement you have to take. OA as a radius, O as the center, draw a circle where it touches on the x-axis. This point is called as root 2 place. This is called as the root 2 place. If you want to locate root 3, how to represent root 3? How to represent root 3 here? The same diagram, take another vertical line for OA. That is OA dash. That is A dash. So OA will be perpendicular to A dash. OA, A dash both are perpendicular. Now here also the unit is 1 unit. Here also the unit is 1 unit. If you have taken, join OA dash. Join OA dash. See OA as the base. A dash is a perpendicular line which is having 1 unit. By Pythagoras what we know? OA dash is the hypotenuse. So what is hypotenuse? OA dash the whole square is equal to OA the whole square plus A dash the whole square. What is OA dash? OA dash squared is equal to, what is OA? Is root 2 the whole square plus A dash is 1 unit, 1 the whole square, that is equal to root 2 square will be getting cancelled. Root and square will be getting cancelled. This will be 2 plus 1 squared is 1, that is equal to 3. So here we have OA dash the whole square. Both the side you have to take square root. We have to take square root. If you take square root both the sides, so OA dash will be equal to root 3. So now OA dash is equal to root 3 value. The same thing, take OA dash as the radius and O is the center. If you draw a circle from there, that will lie on the number line, that place is called as the root 3. That place is called as the root 3. Next, exercise 1.2. The statement is, every rational number is a real number. The statement is, first question, every rational number is a real number. We have to give the statement whether it is true or false. See here, every rational number is a real number. We know that the real number contains both rational and irrational. Both rational and irrational. The real number contains both rational and irrational numbers. These two only is combination of rational and irrational together is called as the real number. So they have given every rational number is a real number. Yes, it is true. It is true. Why? Because rational numbers are inside the real numbers. Inside the real numbers. See next third question. Every real number is an irrational number. We have to state whether true or false. Whether we have to state true or false. Every rational number, the same diagram again we have to read. Real number contains both rational and irrational. See here, every real number is a irrational number. Can we say 2 by 3 is the real number, but it is not a irrational number. So the statement is false. Example, 2 by 3 is a real number. But not irrational. So the statement is false because 2 by 3 is a real number, but it is not a irrational number. Therefore the statement is false. Next, let me see the decimal expansions. Real numbers and their decimal expansion. You know what is real number? 10 by 8 is a real number. 5 by 7 is a real number. Minus 3 by 10 is a real number. These are the real numbers. But let me find 10 by 3 is whether it is a real number or not. Let me check. 10 by 3. When you divide 10 by 3, 3 should be the divisor. The next, how many 3's are in 10? 3 3's are 9. Balance 10. Keep a decimal point here. Again 3 3's are 9. 10. Again 3 3's are 9. It was keep on going like this. We never get the remainder as 0. It will keep on going. That is equal to 3.333. It was keep on going. This is one number. Another one is 7 by 8. 7 by 8. Whether it is a real number or not, we are going to check. 7 divided by 8. Is there any 8 in 7? No. So keep a quotient whole part as 0. we can add one 0 here. How many 8? 8 8s are 64. Balance 6, 60. 7 8s are 56. Balance 4, 40. 8 5s are 40. 0. Here the remainder is 0. Here the remainder is 0 and this can be written 0.875. The next number is 1 by 7. Next number is 1 by 7. Let me divide 1 divided by 7. In 1 there is any 1, any 7? No. So keep a decimal point 0. 1 7 is 7. Next 30. 4 7s are 28. Balance 20. 7 2s are 14. Balance 60. 8 7s are 56. 40. 7 5s are 35. Balance 50. Then 7 7s are 49. Again we will get 10. It was keep on going because if 10 comes, again it will start from here. The same numbers are repeating. Again the same number only repeating. So this can be written as 0.142857. 142857. It was keep on going. It was keep on going. How to see here? This number 10 by 3, when you divide, the number doesn't have any end point. It is keep on going. It is keep on going. This can be written in the form of 3.3 bar. This number is non-terminating. This non-terminating and keep on repeating the same number is repeating, or you can say recurring. This 10 by 3 is non-terminating. There is no end for this number and as well as it is recurring. The same set of number is keep on repeating. The next one, 7 by 8, that number is terminating number because we got the remainder as 0. So this is terminating. That is terminating and not, there is no any recurring also. Terminating number. So no need to check whether it is recurring or non-recurring. It is terminating means it has the end. The next number 1 by 7, we can write this number 0.142857 bar because 142857 only keep on repeating. It's going to repeat again and again. This is non-terminating and recurring. Non-terminating and recurring. Same number only keep on repeating. So, non-terminating and recurring, terminating, non-terminating and recurring. These numbers are called as real numbers. Rational numbers. Are called rational numbers. These numbers are called as the rational numbers. If a number have a end point, it has terminate, is called as the rational number. If a number non-terminate and recurring is called as the rational number. Let me see this in a tabular column. decimal expansion can be categorized into three different categories. First one, terminating. First one is terminating number, which is having the remainder 0. Which number having the remainder 0. The next, non-terminating and recurring. Third variety is non-terminating and non-recurring. See here, the decimal expansion, based on the decimal expansion, we can categorize into three different kinds. First one is terminating number, another one is non-terminating but recurring, repeatedly coming the same number. Then third kind is non-terminating and non-recurring. These two blocks, repeating, non-terminating, recurring, these two numbers are come under rational number. These two are called as the rational numbers. Non-terminating and non-recurring numbers are called as irrational numbers. See, with the decimal expansion, we can categorize into three main types. First one is a number terminating. What is the meaning of terminating? Means the number has received the remainder as 0. That is called terminating. Second one, if it is not terminating, but the quotient is repeating the same number. In the quotient, we are having the same block of numbers are repeating. That is the non-terminating recurring. These two numbers are called as the rational numbers. These two numbers are called as the rational number. Then third category is non-terminating and non-recurring is called as the irrational numbers. That is called as the irrational numbers. Right. Next. Let me see exercise 1.3. Write the number 36 by 100 in the form of decimal and what kind of number it is. Write this number 36 by 100 in the form of decimal and we have to give what kind of number this is. We know that in the denominator if you have two zeros, it will have two decimal parts. So from here you have to keep the decimal point 0.36. 0.36. It has terminated. It has terminating. So this is the terminating number. Terminating number means real number. Terminating number means real number. Second one, 1 by 11. 1 by 11. In the denominator we don't have any zero, so but we have to divide and check whether this number is terminating or not. Check whether in 1 if there is any 11, no, so we have to keep a decimal point. If you add 0 here, again it is not, there is no any 11 in 10. So in the quotient also we have to add 0. Again you have to add another 0. So 9 11s are 99. What is the remainder is 1. Again there is no any 11 in 1. You have to add 0, 2 zeros. Then again 9 times 99. Again 10. It was keep on going. So this number 1 by 11 can be written 0.090909. It was keep on going. So what we can write, this number is 1 by 11 non-terminating and the same block of numbers only repeating. So we can say recurring. So non-terminating and recurring is called as the real number. Therefore 1 by 11 is the real number. Now we see express the third sum, express 0.6 bar in the form of P by Q. See here 0.6 bar in the form of P by Q. Let x is equal to 0.6 bar can be write 0.6666. If you have bar, that number is keep on repeating, that is called bar. So let we take x is equal to 0.666. What I am going to multiply 10 on both the sides. If I multiply x with 10, we will get 10x. If you multiply 10 with this, one digit will come to the whole part. So 6.666666 is going on. This I am name it as 1. This I am going to name it as 2. I am going to subtract 2 minus 1. What I will get? 10x minus x is equal to 6.666 minus 0.6666 is coming. Altogether, all the decimals will be getting 0. The whole part is 6. Here 10x minus x is 9x is equal to 6x. Therefore, x is equal to 6 by 9, that is equal to 2 by 3. So, the number 0.6 bar can be written 2 by 3, which is in the form of P by Q. Next, some 0.47 bar. Here in this number, let x is equal to 0.47 bar. In this number, we have only bar for 7. So, how we have to write 0.4777? Only 7 only will repeat, because 7 only having the bar, 4 it doesn't have any bar. So, we have to repeat only the number 7. Now, what I am going to do is like same way, first I am going to multiply both the sides by 10. If I multiply by 10, I will get 10x, 10 into x, 10x. If I multiply this side by 10, 4 will come to the whole part, 4.777, it will be going, keep on going. The next, the same equation, I am going to multiply by 100. So, what will happen? 100x is equal to, if multiply by 2, 2 numbers will come to the whole part, that is 47.7777, it was keep on going. Now, I am going to name it as this is 1 and this is 2. I am going to subtract 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. What is 2? 100x minus what is 1? 10x is equal to this side of 47.7777. It is keep on going. Then this number 4.777. The whole decimal part will become 0, all numbers. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Automatically 4 will come. Now what we have? 100 minus 10, 90, x is equal to 43. Therefore, x is equal to 43 by 90. X is equal to 43 by 90. So, this 0.47 can be written 43 by 90. Now we have to, ninth sum, we have to classify root 23, root 225, third sum 0.3796 and fourth sum 7.478478 and fifth sum 1.10100100010001. We have to find out what kind of number it is. See here, this number is root number. Any root number which is not a perfect square is called as the irrational number. It's a irrational number. See, root 225. 225 can be written 15 squared. 15 squares are 225. Square and root will be getting cancelled. That is equal to 15. 15 is a rational number. 15 is a rational number because we can write in the form of p by q. That 15 can be written in the form of 15 by 1. So, it is a rational number. See here, this number 0.375 is a decimal number. This number is terminating. This number is terminating. So, this number is a rational number. This number is a rational number. Then 7.4787, it is repeating. The 7.747847 is repeating. This number is non-terminating and recurring. Therefore, this number is a rational number. See here, this number is keep on going. This number is non-terminating and there is no recurring, so non-recurring. This is called as the irrational number. See here, root 23 is a irrational number. All root value is a irrational number. 225 is 15 squared. So, 15 square is a perfect square. So, it is a rational number. We can write in the form of p by q. The next 0.376 is terminating. So, automatically it is the rational number. 7.478478. This 47 is keep on repeating and recurring. Non-terminating and recurring are rational number. Finally, 1.1010010001. There is no any recurring and non-terminating also. A number which is non-terminating, non-recurring is called as the irrational number. Thank you, children.